The story begins as Daniel looked at himself in the mirror. A clean shirt, a nice smile. To others, he looked perfect, but deep in his eyes, he saw something else. Shame. A past he buried. Memories flashed. Needles, lies, pain, and darkness. At church, Daniel clapped and smiled. People called him Brother Daniel. The pastor said, "Does anyone want to share their testimony?" Daniel looked down. His heart beat fast, but he said nothing. Silence felt safer. That Sunday, a new face walked in. His name was Jide. Eyes tired, hands shaking. He whispered, "Can God really change someone like me?" Daniel smiled. He wanted to say, "Yes, he changed me," but instead he said, "Just keep coming to church, it gets better." That night, Daniel sat with his journal. He wrote, "One day, I'll share my story." Then he tore the page. What if people judge me? What if they stop respecting me? Meanwhile, Jide sat alone, fighting temptation. He cried, prayed. He remembered Daniel's words, but they felt too clean. Has Daniel ever felt this pain? Does he even understand? Years ago, Daniel was lost, hooked on drugs, lying, stealing. He once collapsed in an alley, cold and alone. His mother wept, but one night in his brokenness, he whispered, "Jesus, if you're real, save me." Daniel woke up in a Christian rehab. A man smiled and said, "God spared you." Daniel cried, "I'm too far gone." The man replied, "You're not even close to done." Now Daniel was clean, respected. People saw the victory, but not the war. He thought, why dig up the past? Let sleeping dogs lie. Jide visited Daniel. "Bro, Daniel, I used again. I hate myself." Jide hugged him. "Just keep praying." Jide looked him in the eyes, said, "Jide, have you ever struggled like this?" Daniel froze, then lied. "No, not really." That night, Jide wrote a note. "I tried, but I feel alone." He left into the darkness. The next morning, the phone rang. Jide was dead, an overdose. Daniel dropped the phone. He couldn't breathe. Daniel ran to the altar. He cried, "Lord, why didn't I speak?" He opened his Bible. Revelation 12:11. They overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. He realized, my silence helped kill him. Next Sunday, Daniel stood before the church, tears in his eyes. "I've lied, not with words, but with silence. I was a drug addict. I was lost, but Jesus saved me. I was too ashamed to tell the truth." The church was quiet. Then, claps, hugs, tears. A young girl whispered, "Maybe there is hope for my brother." Next week, 3 people shared their stories. Deep wounds, old sins, new freedom. Because one man finally spoke. Daniel visited Jide's family. They handed him Jide's notebook. One line broke his heart. "I feel like Daniel's hiding something. If he fought this and won, maybe I can too." Daniel wept. "Lord, I won't stay silent again." Daniel started a group for recovering addicts. He stood before broken people. And this time, he shared everything. No fear, no shame. Months later, Daniel spoke at a youth conference. Hundreds listened. He said, "Your story is someone's rescue. Don't bury your past. God can use it to save a soul." Hands lifted, hearts healed, lives changed. Jide never got to hear the testimony that could have saved him because Daniel was too afraid to speak. But now, Daniel speaks for both of them. Remember, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. Revelation 12:11